Hey guys, so cycle one, warm up for lower body day. We'll start with bouncing. So we'll just wake up our springs from the center, bounced. Feet stay flat when we're just bouncing. We can move spine around as much as we like to or care to. We can roll our shoulders out as much as we like to or care to. When we're done with bouncing, we're going to wake up our feet and our ankles also in focus. So all 4 points, the 4 points, hands and feet, are all in focus this cycle. So for heels to toes, you're going to go slow. You're going to press up to a dancer foot and then back onto your heels. Totally fine to lose your balance a little bit and then try to fight to hold it. My goal is to go slow, is to control all of these angles with strength. I'm going to keep, again, strong in the center and try to stay tall and neutral. Also, totally fine to reach your hands out in front and hands out and back, again, to help keep your center of mass on top of your feet. My goal always when I'm doing heels to toes, on my toes, I want to be able to press up off of the balls of my feet just onto the toes. It's hard to see, but getting all of the weight into my toes and not just being content with having the balls of my feet up. Next we'll do some roll squat. Here, I can also play with foot pressure. Nice and slow. Always start these slow and follow your breath and your rhythm. So I can do a little emphasis here by allowing my heels to come up, and I can bring my toes up at the top here as well. So all together, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, and toes. Of course, I can just work on picking up the pace and finding a rhythm. I'm keeping my spine more or less neutral. It doesn't have to be perfectly neutral. I'm not carrying weight, so I don't have to brace too hard for that. But I don't want this to just be a flexed spine hinge. We'll do that next anyway. So body weight swing is doing a hinge like that. It's just like rolling squat, but it's pull oriented. But here I will brace up nice and tall and hold strength in my center. And I can use my arms as guides rather than putting them between my legs, which is a little awkward without a weight. I'm just going to sweep them to my side. I'm also going to allow myself to hip hinge a little deeper. So I'll allow that flexion of the hip to come a little bit lower. As I warm up with these, I might also keep my legs a little longer. Again, I'm not using weight here, so I can play with my range, I can play with my rhythm. They are rhythmic, so I am loading and unloading the springs just like I would with if I had a bell in hand. And I'm using my hands, my arms, to help keep that rhythm of upper body and lower body. Lower body's throwing it though. And then lastly, we'll finish our warm-ups with eagle squat. And if you know this one, find your squat stance. First, we're going to spread our wings and hinge, and then we're going to swoop down, and hands can come in front to counterbalance, and then everything comes up together in a squat. So from the front, I'm going to load up my hammies. I can move around and shift side to side with these, and then I'm going to drop down into my squat. I'll reach my hands forward to counterbalance, and then come all the way up. So, squats in focus. We finish with squat, and then we can go into our daily dose practice.